Hey aspirants, how is the Josh? Welcome to Learn with Funny channel. Today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is cyber security, which will be helpful for your Intelligence Bureau Tier 2 exam. And I have already given the list of important essay topics for the coming Intelligence Bureau Tier 2 exam. You can go through that in my YouTube channel. Let's get started. Before you know what is cyber security, you should know what is the cyberspace first. So cyberspace is a virtual environment where we store exchange data or modify data via these electronic networked systems. So that space can be called as a cyberspace, and here you can visualize more in this picture. And after that, cyber security. Cyber security is nothing but securing that cyberspace, and it has two components. One is the protecting the data from the misuse or the attack and from economic espionages, and other one is also it is meant to secure the physical infrastructure that enables setting up and usage of these communication networks. And the next one, there are types of cyber threats. First one, that is cyber espionage, spying by state or non-state actors to get sensitive information like uh, information related to military or the political or the economic information. They are called it is called cyber espionage. For example, China used to spy us on how much India is spending on their military equipment, and what is the current state of economies, how to collapse them. In that state of mind, they spy. So that is called as cyber espionage. And after that, cyber warfare. Here, actions by a state or non-state actors attempt to damage another nation's computers and their information networks. Like the attack on nations' utility systems, like power outages, can be considered as a cyber warfare attack. The recent example was this: there was a power outrage in the Mumbai city, which intelligence agencies feel that it comes from the Chinese servers. So it is one such example, cyber warfare. And the next one is cyber terrorism, is attacking or using cyberspace to propagate terror, is known as cyber terrorism. And the next one is cyber crimes. It is any criminal activity done using the computers, like from downloading pirated movies and the illegal music files and financial frauds and the stealing identities. All all these activities comes under the cyber crimes. There are some different types of cyber crimes also there, so we will get into that. Next is types of cyber crimes. It is malware. Using a malicious software, they cause damage to a single computer or a server. That is that is one such cyber crime people would do. Uh, Examples for this malware attack is ransomware, spyware, worms, viruses, and trojans. These are all varieties of this malware. And the next one is phishing. It is a method of trying to gather personal information using deceptive emails and websites. It is you will get an email like you won 2 crores. Please fill up this following details and we'll give you amount. So in this way they're going to get your personal informations. So that is known as phishing. The next one is denial of service attacks. Denial of service attack is an attack meant to shut down a machine or a network, making it inaccessible to its intended users. Denial of service attacks accomplish this by flooding the target with traffic or sending it information that triggers a crash. So, if at all terrorists want to take down a company or any non-state actors, take down one particular server, they will use this denial of service attacks. And the next is man in the middle attack. It is also known as eavesdropping attack. It is occur if you do unsecure transactions. That is, you and me are doing an unsecured transaction. Another person can come in that way. He can take can take down that money and interrupt our services. So they can filter and steal data from us. That is man in the middle attack. Sorry. And there are also some international mechanisms for these cyber crimes were there. There is Budapest Convention on Cybercrime. It is the first international treaty that seeks to address the internet and computer crime. India is a not signatory to this convention. It came into force on 1st July 2004. Coming to the next one, cyber attacks in India of late. You can see here that in July 2016, there was an attack on Union Bank. Through phishing emails were sent to employees or and hackers accessed the credential of their employees to execute a fund transfer. So yeah, by prompt action from the bank, they're able to recover the entire money also. And the next one is on May 2017, WannaCry ransomware. We all know this. The global ransomware attack took its toll in India with several thousands computers getting locked down by ransom. So they locked the computers and asked the bitcoins uh, and all to get released. So this attack impacted the systems belonging to Andhra Pradesh police and the state utilities of West Bengal. And the next is May 2017, a data theft at Zomato. The food tech company discovered the data, including names, email IDs of all their users, and to show their vulnerabilities in securing our data. The next one is on June 2017. There is Petya ransomware. Ransomware attack made its impact felt across the world, including India also. And you can use all these examples while writing an essay on the cybersecurity topic. So I feel they are useful. So that's why I presented it to you. The next, what are the steps taken by the government of India for securing our cyberspace? So institutional measures, I have divided this into institutional measures and legislative measures. Under the institutional measures, uh, and one is National Information Board, and the National Crisis Management Committees were there. The National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center. This was uh, situated based on the Cybersecurity Policy 2013, and the Cyber Dost, the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center (I4C), uh, Indian Computer Emergency Response Team (CERT) is one such major ones, and the Cyber Dome project, Cyber Safe Initiative, and the Cyber Surakshit Bharat Initiative, and Cyber Swachhata Kendra, etc. There are many more were there like this. To, to make the people literate on this digital information, uh, these many initiatives were started by the government of India. And the next one is legislative measures. And the government of India enacted the Information Technology Act 2000 and the National Cybersecurity Policy of India 2013. It was mentioned by me recently. And the Personal Protection Data Bill, still under the bill, B.N. Sri Krishna Committee was recommended for the data localization, and you also know about that also. You also make a please note about that. And the next one, what are the challenges of the cybersecurity in India? As we all know, cyberspace does not have any international boundaries. So from anywhere you can operate this. So it is one of the challenges for the intelligence agencies to track down them. And the next one is lack of awareness on cybersecurity. Whether we are doing a secure transaction or unsecured transaction, people does not have any awareness. The next one is lack of cybersecurity specialists. India has a very less sorry, India has a very less cybersecurity specialist. And the next is also it offers anonymity and very easy to cover our tracks. The next biggest challenge is data colonization. All our data localized in some other countries. It is USA, UK, and all. And the widespread digital illiteracy of Indians, and the lack of adoption of new technology, and the lack of uniform standards were there, lack of adequate infrastructure and trained staff, and many more challenges were there. So, what can be done? that is the way forward for the cyber security in India. So you can see here the need of the hour for Indian government to develop the core skills in the cyber security to, and also make sure the people should be aware of the digital information, and they also set up stringent cyber security standards to protect banks and financial institutions. India needs to secure its computing environment and IoT with current tools, patches, updates, and the best known methods in a timely manner. And that's all about this topic. And in the coming days, I'll try to upload other topics also. So please do subscribe the channel. And for the notes of this topic, I'll upload these notes in my Telegram channel. You can find in that through of my link provided in the comment section. That's it. Thank you. I hope it helps for your preparation. So if you like the video, please do like it and share and subscribe the channel.